Hello and welcome. It's myself, Charlene Smith, Pippa Monique and Helen Lucas. We are back here on She's a Keeper. So while we are speaking of like females and playing football, obviously, you know, there's other stigmas around that. You know, for example, let's talk about periods. You know, a lot of young females perhaps miss out on playing football because of their period and stuff like that. So while we are speaking about mental health and the protection around, you know, young male players, should there be more protection and more support for young females? Because we all know what it's like to be a young female, you know, starting your period and your body's going through so many changes.
Everything is just education though. For the people that are in the positions to make decisions, obviously we're all human, we know what period and menstrual cycle is, but if you're, let's say, a 50 or 45-year-old man, you're not going to understand it completely. So it's all about education and just making sure that it's translated properly to everyone that makes a decision.
From my experience from a grassroots level of football clubs, well, it's probably on most levels of women's football and football, but like the coaches are all men. The whole infrastructure from top to bottom of the club are all men.
There's a lot more women now.
I only know a couple of clubs that have actual female coaches.
But that's more professional now, they've got more female. I haven't seen many in grassroots.
So how is that even going to be implemented? Is what I'm thinking.
How do you go to your coach?
How do you go about that?
What do you say?
So is the starting point that actually there needs to be more female presence, you know, within the coaching and the management side?
Like if you're in the team, something basically more,
like some sort of leader as well, where we know, you know, we can come to this person. And while we are also on that topic as well, obviously, you know, research has shown that, you know, women are more prone to ACL injuries as well.
That's linked to
but that stands for hormones. That's our hormones.
The hormones and everything around that. So, you know, I have actually seen some stuff where they're looking at, you know, the boots that females wear, because that obviously plays a part, you know, when you're like landing and all of that. So do you feel like that also needs more recognition?
The design of football kits, full stop, they're not always the most
wearing white shorts as well.
White shorts. There's a club I know that designed a whole
white kit
around it being designed more for the purpose of periods and stuff like that. I don't know if it actually went to production, but I remember they were telling me all about that.
I feel like the wheels are definitely in motion with a lot of
clubs. There's a few forward-thinking clubs that run girls football, but again they're lower level. I don't know from, you know, like the WSL, I don't know where they're at with any of that, because I don't personally have a relationship with any of the owners of that to know that. But I do have people that I know with other football girls clubs that have told me what they're doing.
To get that support in and around that.
I think it's something we will see a lot more of. Maybe not this season, maybe next season, maybe after the next World Cup or Euros, when more people,
more traction.
There's just more experience within the game. Like more heads involved, you know, that these conversations will come about, and I'm sure it will move really quickly.
It's all about having the conversations, to be honest with you.
Even people like ourselves who are, you know, sat here right now having this conversation and highlighting these things as well. You know, it all has an impact as well. Definitely.
But I do think maybe it's something in the future. Even more high-profile people than us involved in the women's game will kind of take on different campaigns or different ideas to spearhead more change.
Absolutely.
It can't all happen overnight, but it's definitely going to happen.
There's been from basically the Euros final that we won, that we were all at.
The most recent one or the one before?
The one before. We weren't at the most recent one.
Unfortunately.
The one in London. I've seen so much change since then, and I feel so proud to have experienced that time, because that was coming out of lockdown. So that was the time we worked on the Euros that year, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
And it was just fantastic, like to feel like we were a part of that whole movement.
It was so surreal.
It was amazing. It was
we're actually part of history.
Oh no, we are.
Thank you for those tickets. That final ticket.
That wasn't me.
No, it was a big
brand.
Was it me? I don't know if we can talk about it.
My memory's so bad.
Let's not mention the brand name.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I won't mention that. Thank you for the tickets.
Oh my god, my memory's so bad.
Because I was meant to be doing the live show that day for the final.
I called you last minute.
Yeah, she called me last minute with a ticket. And I remember I was like, what do? I didn't want to let them down on the show either. So it was like, So I just messaged Big Boss
Oh my God,
at the time.
that.
And I was like, right, I've got a dilemma. I've been offered 2 tickets.
I would be like, see you later, mate.
No, but I offered to take his daughter. Like, I was like, I've got one other ticket. You can have the other ticket. You can give it to whoever, you know, like, I'll happily take, you know.
Yeah.
He was like, no, you've got tickets. You
gotta go.
He was like, you've got to go.
Exactly.
Which I respected because I'm not the sort of person that will let anyone down.
Yeah.
Not when it comes to, like, anything.
I know, but a Euro final on home soil.
But I still... My duty is my duty. If I'm down to work, I'm down to work. But I thought I can't not ask. I was like, let's just have this conversation. This is why conversations are really important.
Exactly.
Because I'd be like, listen, I'd be like telling you, I'm like, listen, yeah, I'm going to the final.
No, I'm not like that. I've got to have the right conversations with people.
Yeah.
And it was fantastic. And it just, this is how you know really who people are in some respects when these crunch sort of moments comes.
Exactly.
And he was like, are you crazy?
Yeah.
You're asking me, and I was like, you might will let you down. He's like, I'll get you covered, don't worry. So that was brilliant. And it was one of the best days of my life.
It was so fun. Like, even just walking up to the stadium that day,
and as a woman,
the amount of
felt
fans.
so proud.
Yeah, and I was like,
you know,
because I was following the tournament, the whole tournament. I was going to so many games in like,
you were going all over the country.
Sunderland, I can't remember. It was all over the UK. And then when it was the final, obviously a lot of the games had many fans, especially the ones in London, like Brentford Stadium. But when I saw the Wembley Way, and I was just like, what?
Yeah.
This is women's football. It was that moment where I said, this is mad. And then getting in the stadium, seeing it full, and I was like, what is going on there?
And I want to say, it wasn't long after lockdown. Like, I feel like it was just when everyone was going back to football. There was this surge of good energy, love. It was just...
It was one of the best days.
Yeah, it was amazing. It was such a good experience.
And I find as well at the women's games, the atmosphere is always so positive. Yeah. You know, even when it is like the WSL games as well, you know. For example, like at the Emirates Stadium, you've got Tottenham fans sitting right next to Arsenal
not
fans.
anymore though, surely not.
I was at the game, was it the beginning of this season?
I thought they stopped that.
And I was sat there and like there's a Tottenham fan right there and I'm like, oh my God, this feels so weird.
It's what I find the funniest is that I know, like, sorry, don't judge me anyone, I really don't mean to be offensive. But like, when I'll speak to people and they'll be like, I support Spurs men, but Arsenal women. I find that so interesting.
I'm judging. Sorry. I've heard that so many times.
Really?
I've even heard, Man United men
Liverpool fan, but I support Arsenal women. It's so bizarre.
Like, I understand, like, the culture of Arsenal Women's Football Club is so revolutionary that you should want to follow it.
I understand everyone followed it,
But then if you want to support Arsenal women, you might as well just be an Arsenal fan.
You can't do that.
The club is such a one club.
Like, when you're having conversations in those spaces, it is just so
you hear
interesting.
it so many times.
It's insane.
A lot of WSL fans are like, I support Manchester United men's, but Arsenal women. And I'm looking at it, what?
I'm the same. But I can't even keep my mouth closed. I'm like,
do you know what though?
How does that work? I don't understand this.
What I will say is, from my personal experience, I've never heard someone say I'm a Chelsea men's fan and support Arsenal women, because where Chelsea women are so successful,
they are good.
I don't think they would do that. It wouldn't make sense to do that.
There'll be less of that as the game grows, as more money is funded in the women's side of the game of these elite kind of bigger clubs. Manchester United really only started pouring money in the last 3 years, if that. It's only a few years. Liverpool, I want to say the same, even though I know they've been around longer. I don't think they were maybe put in as much financial backing.
It was only a few years ago they were playing at Tranmere Rovers on a waterlogged pitch.
It's insane.
Yeah, but as elite as we are, I don't think Boreham Wood personally.
You didn't think it was good?
No, I love the stadium.
I think it's good.
No, I don't mean that. I love it.
Yeah.
But I feel like we've only, even though we're so revolutionary, we've only started really the last 2 seasons playing, and I get COVID and I get many reasons why, but it's only now. Like Chelsea and Man City were the first to really pour in the bigger bucks into the game.
But we've done it. I don't want to.
We've done it organic. We've done it in a very organic growth.
So the numbers just naturally.
It's been sustainable. We've been always backing our women's, not to the level of others, for different reasons.
Thank you so much for watching She's a Keeper. I'm Charlene Smith.
I'm Pippa Monique.
And I'm Helen Lucas.
Make sure you guys stay tuned. Don't forget to like,
comment,
share and subscribe.
Yes,
for more. Let's go.